yesterday when we were playing golf with your friends, dude. Oh my days.
You sucked ass.
Well, kind of, yeah.
No, you did. You
No,
lost
I
every
didn't.
game, I think.
No, not every game. The first game I won.
I don't remember that.
You also
wait,
started
wait.
saying this dumbass thing that you started with, saying,
You weren't
my
there.
days.
But I believe after that, you were dead last until the very end.
Oh, yeah.
But by that, I mean you just went from not second to last.
Well, the first game that we played, you weren't there. I beat Michael and,
that's why I
and
don't
G.
remember.
So, yeah.
And, of course, that was the highlight of the game for him. That's all that matters.
No, that's not. God, it was fun to win, but I enjoy the competition a bit too much. Like last night, I was going crazy, bro, crazy,
Yeah, you were losing
clapping
your
and
marbles.
everything. I was losing my mind, but it's because like I just wanted to. First of all, I wanted to win, and I couldn't stand losing to you, because like I know that you don't like sports, so I feel like I need to be somewhat good at the sports games.
God.
But like you were still you're pretty good, so I was like, oh my
Quite the
god,
mental
dude.
leap.
Yeah, it was
I mean, it's already a bit of a leap to call mini golf a sport.
it is a sport though. It's a sport.
No, it's
But a digital mini golf where there's
But-
black holes and other crazy things that it's totally random a lot of the times.
Bro, that game is so fun though. But sometimes the courses are fucked up.
You know, I would also like to say, I am not completely against sports. That was a very
Uh-huh.
rude thing to say, Alex.
We don't
I
watch
think
any.
I think he still like deep down supports the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, but whenever I say like I'm gonna watch the game, you literally
Yeah,
like
yeah, here.
why do you watch the
No,
game?
I'm
Traditional-
out. Michael, you go. You
Yeah.
gotta do this.
Thank you, Andrew. It's all right. Traditional sports, football, basketball, soccer, whatever. I'm not going to have that good of a time
Bowling.
watching.
Mhm.
Olympics, that would be cool. I like watching the Olympics. I find all of the things they do way more impressive, to be honest, than just, I don't know, watching just a regular football game. I get
Okay.
bored like halfway through.
I get you. That's understandable. I feel like, yeah, with the Olympics sprinting, I always watch that shit. That's really cool to watch. But I don't know, man. I prefer the ball game.
Like
Any ball game.
the pole vaulting,
Mhm.
that's pretty badass. Never in a million years could I pull that off.
Oh yeah,
the-
fuck yeah.
Swimming school.
What's the crazy fast thing they're doing down the ice little tube? It's like a water slide, but it's ice.
Bobsled.
that
Yeah.
seems scary.
Mhm.
That's like I would go to
I
Wild.
mean, have you ever seen Cool Runnings? Great movie.
I think it's
I
either
haven't seen that in a long time.
there's a water
Fantastic.
park here in Fresno. I'm not sure which one it is. It has the long tubes you go down, but you're sitting on like a rug. And there's been many times where I almost go over the edge back in the day when I could actually go on those. And I was like, man, I can't. If I was in the Olympics and they're going like 10 times this speed, I would die. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous, but I love it.
Yeah. But that game is fun because you can play up to 12 people, I think you said. 12
Yeah.
golfers, which is insane. And dude, collision mode, dude.
The only thing about that game I wish they would do is you know how at the very beginning for a couple seconds there's like a little icon for the hole, the little flag.
Uh huh.
I wish that would just either stay there forever or
You could
there's
do
a
that.
button to just
That-
keep bringing it up.
That is my bad. I forgot to turn that on where it's constantly there. And I kept noticing while we were playing, like, damn, I need to turn it on afterwards. And I just plumb forgot. So,
And
My
another
apologies.
good setting I think to have for that one is to basically just have, I don't know about unlimited free cam time, but like just a bit longer than the 12 seconds. Because sometimes like on the crazy holes, like I'll get halfway through, I'm like, wait a second, I have no idea where I'm going, but I used it all at the beginning, so I'm like, I guess I gotta just guess.
And I'm never like, I try not to be the first one to shoot my ball. Like if it's like a hole that I've never been on or something like that, I always wait to see like, okay, where do you go? Because I feel like the straight path is usually like the one that you gotta hit super hard. But it's also like kind of risky because you could easily like, I find myself a lot of the times hitting it hard, getting it on the green, but then bouncing out of bounds or something like that. So I'm like, maybe I should take the other route. That way I don't have to start over again. Because sometimes like I had a bit of trouble with getting the right power to hit the ball. Because sometimes like I would hit it and like lose my strokes and like, oh my god, dude, because I don't make the hole. And then like I'm just like, oh dude, because like one of the games we played, I think it was like one of the last ones that we played, I realized like I fucked up so bad at one of the like the beginning holes And I'm like, well, I lost. I can't come back from this, so like I'm dead. And nobody else is gonna fuck up like I did. And nobody did. And then I ended up losing.
You would go from first to worst like pretty easily
Oh,
on
bro.
some of those holes.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't control myself.
I know.
The anger, the
You
rage.
need to calm down.
Of
You're
me.
just like launching it.
the
Oh, doing the
anxiety.
same thing over and over
And
as
then
if
when-
it's gonna
Yeah,
change.
last night after we were done, I'm like, why did I go so fast? I don't need to go that fast because if I just took it slow, I would have probably made it like within like 3 strokes or get par all the time.
Yeah.
But because I just decided, because there's a timer there and I don't want to run out of time, I'm like, okay, I gotta make my moves fast.
It's a nice supplement because we used to do mini golf back in the day, but there was so goddamn many of us that it was like, one, we can't keep
was
score.
horrible.
Can't possibly keep score. It would take so long. And there were always families like catching up to us because we had like 8 people and it was
And
only
they'd
like
be
2
like
or
at
3.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there waiting like on their golf
We're just
clubs,
like, oh my god, we're so sorry. Just please
Yeah.
go.
go ahead, we'll go after you.
Because clearly we are like adults that
And I know Alex loves
are the last
competition.
people that should be here. But
Love,
So
love competition.
I want to have it like on the screen that I beat Alex, just so he knows.
I love competition, and that's why you can't really like compete all that well in real life because again there are people there like waiting for you to go, and like you gotta hurry up. Like I'm trying to figure out the wind, the roll, the angles, but then it's like you can't do that in real life because like they're just like hurry the fuck up, but then you're like okay. So this game is like another. It's a way that I could actually like try to be more competitive without being a burden for other people. You don't think so, huh?
No.
I don't know. It allows me to look at my shot more because
It's a
like
game.
and also like when you play mini golf like in real life, you can't just go when other people are going. You have to wait for them.
I mean, it's got the same amount of difficulty as like the arcade one, where you got the little ball just in the middle and you're just like spinning it with your hand. Or it's like I think that's for a bowling game, but same. It's not that hard, Alex. Don't treat it like it's a crazy ass thing.
Some of the courses are pretty hard. You gotta really like make sure you don't overhit it, or if you underhit it, you could roll back to the beginning. I've had that experience a lot.
These are the normal concepts.
I know, but when that happens, though, I get enraged, and I'm like, I fucking lost because nobody else is near me. Like I remember there was a hole, like I was at the beginning for like the longest time, and everybody was gone. I'm like, oh my god, I fucking lost. Like this is over, and then like just my mental state just plummets, and I'm like, I lost the fucking game right there. But I wish we had Uzak because
Someone's gotta lose.
we were getting so competitive about it. Like it was me.
I don't know if Zach
Andrew.
responds well with that though.
I know, but that's
mean-
the whole fun of it.
it gets that way when we have played before, because Michael and our other friend G, they get very, very competitive. And it's pretty funny.
Yeah, Zach's not there like, oh, I'm gonna kick everyone's asses or I'm gonna kick this person's ass in particular. That's kind of just between me and you, Alex. Andrew's
Oh,
there
yeah,
also to
yeah.
have fun.
Oh, but when Andrew got collisioned once, he got so
It wasn't
Well, at
angry.
first I fucking forgot about it. I was like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh.
It's one
dude.
thing if you were all accidentally bumping into each other. It's another for someone who could go this way to score, but they're going that way to hit
To
Andrew.
ruin other people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you use a stroke to fucking hit somebody, then that's just like counterproductive. Then you're not trying to win; you're just trying to troll people. And
That's the point.
That's
yeah,
the,
Yeah,
that's
but
the
I
priority, bro.
I don't like that. I think that's so bad
most
because
people
yeah, most people don't like that because like
I,
I play
most
to
of the
win.
time we play, we have it turned off. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think every now and then it's fun, as long as you're doing it like honestly, like, oh, like it's fun. Like if I just accidentally hit you, it's like, oh, I had such a great shot lined up, but then I accidentally get bumped a little bit, so it kind of ruins it.
You
But
know
then,
what though?
Yeah, it can be a bit.
Alex, are you a fan of Monopoly?
Yeah, I like Monopoly.
There's on Xbox. There's Monopoly Plus, and I want to play it with you
I
so
wanna
bad
play that
because
too.
I am so ready to buy everything and have you give me all your money.
What is
Every-
what's the plus stand for? Like, what is it? Is it just like a different Monopoly, or is it what is it?
It's the town is alive. The board is alive.
Mhm.
It's like it's like a whole fucking like Sim City thing going on in the middle of the board.
Mhm.
I
Hey, is
see-
that what we played?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were playing it on computer, but now, I mean, I don't know how long it's been on Xbox. So we saw that it's on Xbox. So I know you don't have a PC, Alex. So we gotta come to your home turf and play
Yes,
with
you do. Yes, you do.
and then I will beat you on your home turf.
Ooh, I enjoy Monopoly, but I'm not very good at it. Like, I don't even know
I don't think there's that much skill to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
buy
roll
or
the
don't
dice.
buy.
I know, and like you're supposed to spend money on houses and properties and all that, but like I feel like when I play Monopoly, I'm super conservative with my money,
And that's how you lose.
Don't like to spend money.
You need to
in
be
it.
super aggressive, or you're done.
I know, and I just like I would need to play it again and just like spend all my money like strategically, but not like and not make any mistakes. Like
So you're gonna lose.
I would need like a crash course on the rules again because I haven't played Monopoly in forever.
You just go straight.
I know
Yeah,
that, but
you
like
just
but,
go.
But like, what do you buy? Like the big house, the little house?
Well,
Like,
the game will make sure you play by the rules.
Yeah,
you can't break the rules.
It pigeonholes you into certain things. You
Yeah.
can't. There's only.
It makes it pretty obvious, like what options you have. Like every single turn, it's like, hey, do you
got
wanna
it.
put on a house if you own the whole street block.
I
whatever
haven't
it's called.
played in years, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy everything I can when I can, and I was taking all of Dirty G's money left and right, everything he landed on.
Alex, you would have been so furious at how lucky Michael was getting.
Oh,
Like,
I bet.
I
Dude.
think maybe
I
4 or
bet.
5, actually probably even more. He got like, what are they called? Like the chance cards, where it's like, okay, advance pass go to this place. Like,
Yeah.
so he just got like a free $1,000 just on top of everything else.
Yeah,
while
yeah,
me
yeah.
and our buddy G were constantly being thrown in jail.
Yeah,
we
I
just
think
didn't earn any money.
that on top of me
Fuck.
getting like free meals and stuff, like would just really
You
kill
would have
Alex.
been
It happened.
smashing your
About that.
controller and
Not even a joke. It happened a couple days ago at Jack in the Box. They didn't pay for the whole thing. She was like, "Oh, the lady in front of you paid $5 towards your meal." I was like,
Are you
Okay.
fucking
That's-
kidding me?
"Cause she-
This
That's
happened
you're
again?
told-
He
It
just
is.
said it wasn't totally free.
I know, but true. But this happened again?
It did. Maybe it's something about me or the front of my car that screams like this guy's poor, which I mean I'm not, but maybe that's what they think. They're like, poor
He's a
meal.
needy
Let's give
boy.
him a bone. Let's pay for his meal.
Is your car like? Did it get that bad?
What
Is it
the
beaten up?
fuck?
Because
No.
your car doesn't
It's
look that bad.
It's repaired. And
Uh-huh.
it's just a normal looking. Maybe it's because it's a Mazda. Maybe people think Mazda. is
like, oh, help
Dead.
that man.
Hey, bro, I
Bitch
knew
car.
a really cool guy who had a Mazda. He had it. Then he got a truck. But when he had the Mazda, he was fucking cool as fuck, dude. Just saying. Cool people have Mazdas when they have them.
Thank you. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just so awesome that they're like, give him
That
some money.
makes no fucking sense.
It's one or the other.
Because I have one of the most popular, coolest cars you can buy on the market, the Honda Civic, and I've gotten 0 offers for that. None whatsoever. Maybe it's because I don't go get fast food a lot, but I have no idea. Like, but even like then,
I love how triggered you
my
are.
my highest point of getting fast food, that has never happened to me ever. and this happens to you like once every like 6 months, I feel like. Like when's the last time you've had that before this previous time? And then was it a free meal, or like did you get an item for free, or what happened?
It was probably a free meal. Yeah. Maybe it's just the part of town I'm in. I don't know. Who knows?
Could be
Alex?
karma. What do you think about that, Alex?
Have you ever
I mean,
done
you
the
are
favor to somebody
pretty-
else?
I've paid it forward. They're like, oh, they paid for your meal. I'm like, okay, I'll pay for the person behind me. But then if they're like, if
Jeez.
it's like $30, I'm like, never mind.
Now fuck that. Yeah, it feels like you go to McDonald's, you get like a McFlurry. Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, like under $2? Yeah, I'll pay for it. Coffee?
Under
No.
$2.
It's not.
Next time,
How
Alex,
much is a McFlurry?
I
Not
might try
under
and I'll stalk you, and then next time I see you go to a drive-through, I'll be like,
Mhm.
tell the guy ahead of me I'm paying for his meal, and then you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Alex, he's
Mike?
like, "Hey, what's going on?
I now that you said that, I don't think I could take it there.
Well,
You'd be
it's
like, no,
actually too
send
late.
them
They can't.
$20.
It would be too late, huh? Fuck.
I feel like you do some
I
weird thing, like turn around and salute, like through your back window or something like
Yeah, I
that.
can
Definitely
see
see
doing that.
that.
I can see that.
I think I would take the food, shove it in the garbage.
No,
and
not
go-
from me, from a stranger, not from me.
I don't know that though. You said that you're gonna stalk me.
No. I'm
So-
saying someone ahead of you
Uh-huh.
like pays for
That
your
isn't
food.
Michael.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
you look up to him like fucking do some of that, or it's like a fist to the chest. I don't know, something weird.
no, I think I'd just be like, like hand on the wheel, like that.
Oh.
Like, thank you. I
Like
wouldn't
the
salute.
most normal looking gesture. Like they can't even tell
What,
what that
what,
is.
what would you do though?
Nothing.
in that
I don't do
situation?
anything.
Can't
I
really
just-
do anything. Well, first of all, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to distract people while they're driving.
They're at the drive-through. They're paused.
It's a very dangerous area.
They're paused.
They're paused.
the
They're-
car's running.
I understand that, but I'm not like saying like, "Hey, get over here, look at me." I'm just saying like that.
Kind of are.
But not really though. Okay, but Michael, you said that I would do this, and you would do nothing, so you would show no appreciation of
Well,
that.
when it's happened, they're already gone. For me, like I get to the window and they're already long gone. I'm like, thank you,
I think
stranger. I don't know who it was.
Chase him down.
All right, well, what about
on the
this
freeway.
situation? He does it. And he gets his head out of his car.
There's kind of
He's like this. I got you,
Yeah.
like that. What do you do?
He says that out loud.
Yeah, like I got you,
I'm
man.
mouthing it.
I'll roll down my window and be like, "Oh, thanks, buddy," and then roll it back up.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
I was just wondering.
But am I gonna get out there, go up to them, shake their hand? Hey, what's your name?
I just
Do
wondered.
your
I
job.
was just asking what you would do. I had no idea because I said I would do this, like like the casual wheel wave, like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was, yeah,
I
just
was
asking.
asking more because you do some weird things in public
Yep.
sometimes.
Or just harass people in public.
Well, no.
We had a waiter named Bay one time.
Oh yeah.
You made us all uncomfortable.
Well, I don't know why.
Look at Andrew. You're making him uncomfortable.
Well,
already
because
just
that
from the
was
memory
a,
of
that
it.
was a strange, not strange, a very unique name for the time. Because it was like back when Bay was popular to say, like they would say Bay a lot, and I thought that Bay, when I first heard Bay, I was like, what is that? And then I think somebody clarified that it was just Babe, but they forgot the B. I was
No.
like, okay, that's odd. Shortened, but you take out the B though.
Yes.
But that's silly.
That's what they do.
Yeah, but when I saw that, I'm like, your name's Bay? What a time to be alive. Named Bay. I thought that was so cool. So I was like, hey, your name's Bay. That's cool. Everybody's like, why are you saying this to him?
because
Like, why are
because you
saying
ordered
that?
your food and you're like, oh, thanks, Bay.
I
Like
thought that
an
would be
obvious
funny,
attempt-
though.
I know, but it was just such the lowest hanging fruit on the joke tree.
I don't
Like,
think it was that fun. I don't think it was that low. I think that was comedy gold.
No. It was like
You know,
the
I
worst
recall
possible
a few-
thing you could have said.
Other instances, going out to restaurants with this man where there were
God.
many female waitresses, and it was maybe even worse.
I don't care.
I don't want to go into specifics because
Alex,
I can't take you down that far, but it was
can't
bad.
imagine. when we
But they were
finally
all
go out.
jokes. They were all jokes. I didn't mean nothing to
100%
be
a lie. They were not jokes.
not true. You have no idea. You were there, but you like to look at me through a different lens than the rest of the world does.
No.
You look at a lens like it's a sniper lens,
No.
not as like a lens that's like those things that the kaleidoscopes with like rainbows and stardust and sparkles. That's the way everybody else should look through the lens when they see me through a kaleidoscope. But all you people like to look at me through a crosshairs and try to
I
destroy
look at
me.
you like a magnifying glass with an ant, and I'm trying to align the sun so that I can roast you.
It happens a few times, but other times I feel like I dodge the sun.
I'm a little worried because we've had quite the buildup of not going out to eat. So you were bad before. I
Oh,
can
you're gonna
only
be
imagine
worse.
how rusty you are with like speaking to people in public and
You're
waiters.
just gonna
and
start
whatnot.
touching people.
Yeah, you're gonna miss the physical touch so much. They're gonna be like, "Hey, I'm Emily." And you're like, "Oh, handshake. Nice to meet you, Emily. How you
Yeah,
doing?" Like
he's
2
gonna do
hands.
that.
Most
Two-handed
people would say
handshake.
that would be very nice
No.
and proper.
Nope.
Others
not
would say
proper
like,
at all.
"That's so weird."
It
I
is
don't think
weird.
it's weird.
No,
I think
you
it's
shouldn't be touching the waitresses.
it's.
or
I'm not.
waiters.
I'm not like this. How you doing? I'm going
No,
like.
no, even that. No, you shouldn't do that
Why?
because they're just there to serve you.
Reaching.
I want to shake their hand, show some affection. How much I appreciate you serving me food.
This is all bad.
I don't think that is being weird.
Oh, it is.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you have very different social constructs then. Very different. Because
Andrew's normal. Alex is abnormal.
I don't think Andrew's normal. I think he's very secluded, more like a recluse that doesn't want any social interaction with anybody. Whereas I don't mind it. I prefer it, actually.
The guy that could go to McDonald's.
That's very, very different. And you know that. Yeah, 2021. Hopefully we can go out. But you brought up something like that we haven't done in a while. What we haven't done in a while, we haven't had in a while, is a new movies or anything like that. New shows, new TV. Really, we've had some games, but nothing really like movies. Really,
Wonder Woman.
but not that many, dude. It was cut very. A lot was cut from 2020.
Okay, but you were
Right?
going on as if we didn't have anything, but we did.
But we had very little. 2021 is going to be a lot more, I think. A lot of the movies that were coming out in 2020 have been pushed to 2021.
All right.
But I feel
Over
like
there.
I've been looking at what's happening and what's coming out. And this could be the year of Marvel Studios again, right? They have so many things coming out
I'm sorry,
in
Zach.
this year. Okay.
Oh wait, when was the last year of Marvel Studios? Like
20
this is their
2019?
Be just pre-COVID.
2019, I think.
just
Spider-Man.
Infinity
COVID.
War.
Spider-Man. I think that was the last movie that came out. Because 2020 was supposed to be Black Widow, but that got canceled because of COVID. So we've gone like an entire year without anything from Marvel. And I know
I'm
that
okay
in the
with
past I've been
fine with that.
a bit sour, and with a drought of content, and I need content desperately.
Oh, there's many hours of you.
Yeah, just
expressing
open
this.
up an app called Twitch, and there's hundreds of thousands of streamers of content left and right.
True.
There's a content creator right next to you.
But
You can look at him.
I desperately desire films,
This is so bad.
television, and I want to see what Marvel has to offer.
This is a cry for help, Hollywood.
this coming year, because they have a lot coming.
They needs you so
They got WandaVision. They got Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They got Black Widow, Eternals,
Batman.
Spider-Man 3.
Batman.
There was some more. Shoot, I'm forgetting.
Batman.
Loki,
Batman.
Hawkeye.
Aren't some of these TV shows?
Yep, TV
Yes.
shows too. But some of them were supposed to come out last year, so
It's just another
it's a big backlog of
realm
stuff
that
coming
Zach
out.
has to avoid.
But I was wondering,
It's
are you
just-
guys curious or excited for any of these coming out? Because again, we've had like a year off, and I know like that year's kind of like molded into just like this time period of meh and all that, and not going out or seeing anything really. So like, are you guys excited to see these new Marvel properties or anything like that?
I'll answer for Zach. No. For me, Alex, I think I'm more excited to see how you react.
Yeah.
You're very, yeah. So
I'm
when
with
these
Michael on
shows
this.
come out and they're really good, it's almost like you're in pain that you can't click next episode. It's like, oh, tune in
yeah.
next week, and you're like, damn it, I want it now. And that's
Well, let me just clarify. Let me clarify
Jabba the Hutt.
on this accusation of how I perceive media and how I view shows at the way
you
that I
consume
want
make
to.
it snappy.
So
Yeah, we don't have all day.
when I watch a
gotta eat.
show, depending on where it is, being released on, whether it be Netflix or Amazon, whatever, I usually abide to, and I'm catered to
Oh.
the way that they release their show. Netflix does the whole
Not just
dump
you,
all
everyone.
at once, right? So in my mind, I'm like, if it's that good, like if it's really, really good, I have really no reason to not watch the next episode or the next one or the next one. But then when it comes to I'll give you time. You were gonna interrupt me.
I
give
just
you
have
time.
one word.
Go ahead.
Sleep.
Anyways, after that, and like with again a good example was The Boys on Amazon. The previous season 1 was dumped all at once, and when I watched it, I'm like, I love this. I'm gonna keep watching it, and I broke that up into 2 days, and then season 2 was done weekly. And I'm like, okay, I would
Bless
prefer
them.
it to be. I would prefer it to be
Biggest slap
all
in the
at
face.
once. I think just because I like the show so much and I care so much. But when I saw it weekly and watched it weekly, I was like, you know what? This works. I enjoy how it is going out weekly. And it's not like if every fucking platform did like weekly releases, I would hate it. No. I'm just saying that if you're going to do it, dump it all out at once, maybe you designed it that way to not have like weekly build-up or anything like that. So that's where my view is on that. I'm not like some crazy person like says like, I demand it now. No. Like, if it's there, I'm going to watch it right now. If it's not there, I'm perfectly fine with waiting.
I mean, you don't have a choice.
Well, yeah,
One,
obviously.
Yeah, one, you make it sound like you have a choice. Two, you act as if the weekly thing is brand new. It's been going on
I know
forever.
that. I know that.
Before Netflix.
The original format.
And
They
then
tell me-
3, you were the monster that demanded them to release it all at once. That was you.
I did, but then I watched it how they presented it weekly, like they did with The Mandalorian, other shows that I watch, and I don't hate it. I would prefer, but it's not like I'm like saying like, oh, I need this now. I'm like kind of taking it in and letting it milk out. I like it. You're shaking your head, Michael. What happened?
No, I'm just thinking like maybe we should go back to when they had like radio shows, not even just a TV show. They just it was just all
You can't
listening.
even record it. If you miss it, you missed it.
Yeah, you're fucked.
That's
Maybe they should do that. Like it comes on go back to TV, very specific time. Maybe during sports.
Even
Then
more.
you're
Oh,
screwed.
yes.
But
Now.
you can't record it. They make it so that it can't be recorded. Like you have to be there at that time.
Well, this man
That
won't
would
even
be
do
awesome.
that. We have the technology to do this, but he won't do it.
Well, I feel like if you record you see, you could do that easily without the internet. Like if you go on the internet, you're gonna see the score. You're gonna see something.
You can turn off the notifications.
I don't have the discipline to do that.
This sounds like it's all on you.
Exactly.
The problem is
why
you have a problem, but then it's like you project your problem on everyone else because you don't want to deal with it.
No, I'm not projecting
This is the
anything.
bathroom situation again.
I am allowing myself when you say, "Come play games with us," and I'm like saying like, "No, I'm watching the game,"
Uh-oh.
and then everybody's like, "Just record it." Like I don't want to record it. I want to watch it now. Let me watch it in peace.
Oh.
I like the live reaction to sports. I think that is the whole reason why you watch sports.
But if you
is
record
because of
it,
the live
it-
reaction
it
and not
records
knowing
the
what's
live
going to happen.
reactions.
But no, I don't want to record it late and have everybody already know what happened and me be the lone duck that doesn't know what happened. I want to
That doesn't
live.
happen if
I
you
want
just turn
to
off the
live.
notifications on your phone.
I don't want to do that. I want to leave them on, and I want to be part of what's happening in that sporting event. I knowing that it's been recorded, my mentality is like, well, this already happened. Why the
Not
fuck
for you.
would I even watch it then? Right? I skip through stupid shit. Like I'll be just waiting for something to happen.
is stupid shit.
When you watch it live, it's just different.
I
You
can't
don't
wait
understand
until
it.
you're working 9 to 5 again, and you're missing out on like 80% of the sports, and then you'll be humbled a little bit.
But okay.
I will text him
when
all the spoilers.
when I did that, it was fine. I would just wait for SportsCenter and watch the highlights. But what I'm saying is, if I have the option to watch it live, and it's a game that I want to watch live, I'm going to watch it live, bro.
What if there's an earthquake or
You guys don't understand that
pandemic.
concept.
I do, but only for like games where
Zach will
it's
do
like
it for
my
like
favorite team.
12 times a
Yes,
year.
exactly.
Yeah, so like I'll do it for like the team I root for. You don't have teams you root for except
But
for baseball.
but bro, I've already told you I just like watching the games. It's just what I'd like.
You
So
can't-
when I watch the game,
So doesn't that mean that's like 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day?
Yeah, if you actually
bro,
wanna
you
watch all of
fucking
it.
stream 6 hours a day. I'm
That's
not
work.
ragging
He's
you on
working,
that.
sir.
He's making money off of
Break-
it.
make-
Creating
But
content.
Bring
you
home the
also
bread.
but
For
don't
the
you
world.
also you enjoy that too, right? Do you
Huh.
enjoy it?
What?
Playing games.
Hey.
I'm not playing games. I'm creating content.
But do you enjoy creating content?
Okay, I'm done. So I already know.
I
Where that's going.
enjoy watching sports. That's why I do it.
Oh, that's not what we were discussing at all. That's not even the same thing. What are you talking about?
What are you saying then?
I was trying to say that. Well, you were trying to make this connection mentally again
Mhm.
of apparently you watching sports is the same thing as me creating content on Twitch. Which no, it is not, because you just sit there and watch the screen,
Mhm.
and I have to actually physically do something. And Zach is saying, well, since you don't have a sports team, and then
I do.
that doesn't make any damn sense.
You have
'cause-
one out of in one of the however many 3 leagues you watch, 4
Mhm.
leagues.
Yes.
You have
Yeah,
one team.
Multiple leagues, but I like watching sports.
But you make it as if you have a team you're actually supporting in all 4, but you don't. You only have one.
Mhm.
And you can't have the same enthusiasm as if you have a team you support when there is no team to support.
Why
that you
can't I have the same enthusiasm?
It's insanity.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't think it is.
You're just
It's like
insane on
that
your
picture
own.
of Rob Lowe at the NFL game that just says football instead of a team.
He's got the hat with the NFL on it. That
Yeah.
I mean,
that
you're
is me.
screaming at the
Great.
screen as if you support any of the teams, but you don't. You don't support any of them.
I enjoy watching the game for the competition. I like it.
Cringe.
Really?
I think if you don't have a team, then you shouldn't be that enthusiastic about it. Because, I mean, you're screaming at the top of your lungs. You're like a borderline throwing stuff at the screen. You're just throwing it wherever next to you, wherever you sit. So, I mean, you're almost there to, we're going to have to tie you up.
Well, I enjoy, like, the storylines, the drama, the build-up to the game. Because I watch...
Alex just likes to
This
get
is it.
swept up in all the commotion.
I do, because I
everything.
like when
And
they cover the different
Dare I say
teams.
immersed?
The matchups, the people like involved in the game or whatever. I enjoy watching that play out and seeing what happens. I enjoy that. I think that's part of why watching sports like on TV is fun, because they kind of turn it into a story, kind of like this matchup against this matchup, or this player and this player.
You want
I enjoy
story?
that.
You should watch WWE, bro. That's
Oh,
all
that's
story.
I've tried that. I could not get into it. I tried it for
A
like
story decades in the
few
making.
months. I could not get into it. I
Just
couldn't.
go back
Yeah.
like a decade or two, and one of this generation's greatest action stars was a WWE master at the time, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah. I know
Follow
that.
his storyline.
Yeah. I'm curious. I know nothing about it. I'd go back and watch.
Maybe. No, that's already happened though.
So you know nothing about it. Why does it matter?
It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't get the same like wanting to watch
Because there's
it.
no commotion to be swept up in. You can't
No.
like go to the water cooler and just talk about it with somebody.
Yeah, because I enjoy doing that. I enjoy living in the moment and talking about it with other people and stuff like that. I enjoy that. That's what I like to do. So like when I go back and see it, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're late, bro." Like, fuck, I missed it. Or I wasn't like around to like remember it, or old enough to remember it. Like, fuck, I missed that.
I don't think there's this community of people who are like, ha, you missed it. It's more of like,
Yeah.
oh, if you were there, you were there. That's cool. But if you saw it, then we can talk about it. I don't think
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
this
The,
clout.
the ones that are in that community are sick in the head, bro. You don't want to be with them.
Population you.
I don't know, man. I like that, bro. I like being a
You
part
like
of
this toxic culture?
I know.
Why is it toxic? I don't
You
see-
were just saying that there's apparently people
Yeah.
that gloat about watching something
They're very
live.
elitist if you were there or not at the time.
But it's just I would like to see it live. You know what I mean? It's just like you remember these things.
That's great, but there are reasons to not watch it live. Like your friends wanting to play with you,
I don't think.
but it's just like
But then it's like
Damn it, you
it's
almost
like
got it.
then you like it's like when you say that it's like I would like to
He
play
almost
with you,
fell on his sword.
but I want to do this right now.
Yeah, but then you know what? I'll throw a Uno reverse card on you. Then you're the lone duck and missing out on the shenanigans we get into when we're all playing together.
True, true. But then we can also do that again the next day or the day after
That's
that.
not always
Another
true.
game.
But I know, but it's much. But I feel like
Well, if the internet
again,
goes
dude.
out-
I want to see the matchups. I want to see it happen.
Football is gonna go on until you die.
But not the
No,
same
it's
game.
gonna
not
go on
always
longer.
with friends, bro.
It'll go on beyond his death.
Yes, it'll keep going
When now
on.
it's mine, it's gone. Shut off.
Yeah,
End of the league.
I just feel like I got personally attacked on my love for watching sports games
live.
live.
It's your sense of priority for it, considering you don't have a team.
I do have a team.
You have one out of the 4 leagues you watch.
Yes, but that league is not going on right now. Does that make sense?
And yet you put these
same
other
amount of
leagues
energy.
and these games for random teams, because I know you guys don't have was it NFL Sunday ticket anymore, so you can't just watch one team. It's pretty much random what game you get. You're like, oh, I gotta watch this.
And bro, I love it so much. I love it. I enjoy
Just
it.
watch the normal games because where we live.
But I want to see the other matchups, dude. You don't understand what I.
He's sick in
I've
the
told
head.
you why I watch sports. I enjoy the storylines, the competition of the other players that
They're
probably
still there
don't
if
play.
you watch it later.
Stop saying
I
storyline.
don't want to
Yeah,
watch
don't
it
say
later,
story-
Zach.
don't
You
say
don't watch
storyline.
it later.
It's not Lord of the
You
Rings.
can't get the storyline and what's happening when you watch the highlights.
Not Romeo
No,
and
you
Juliet.
can't.
You don't have to watch the highlights. You actually just watch the game.
You just said watch the highlights.
No, I didn't. I said
Uh-oh.
watch it later.
I don't
That
want to
doesn't
record
mean
the
highlight.
game, bro. I don't want to record the game. I already told you I want to live in the moment. Let me live in the moment. All you people don't want to let me live in the moment. You don't. Watch it later. Later! No! Now!
Well, isn't it the same? Well, if you turn off your phone or put your phone away, isn't this is kind of like that
The exact
situation in
same.
the forest where if there's no one in the forest but the tree falls, does anyone hear it? So if you just put your phone away and the game goes on, no one watched it.
Doesn't matter if it's
you
alive
watch it
or
by
not.
yourself,
It's alive to you.
no one saw it. I mean, that's pretty easy to do since we're in COVID during a pandemic, so we actually have to stay away from each other. So if you just
Andrew,
record it and watch it alone,
How dare you use logic against Alex?
The audacity.
This is an attack on his character right now.
Again, you people.
You people.
You my friends.
I am.
You don't like a thing that I do, that I
am
love
like
to do.
Football.
No. But you don't like what I do, and you attack me for it, and you want me to change it. And all I've wanted to do, I do it in peace. I do it.
You're not doing it in peace.
Majority of the time, I do it in peace.
No,
You aren't there though to see it.
I am there
Can
enough
hear
to
it.
hear it.
Okay, but you don't let me do the thing that I love to do the most. And that's such an attack
To be
on what
immersed.
I like to do. And then every time I say I'm watching the game, like, bro, fuck the game, like,
They say that because it's when
It's not your team.
yeah.
Like, I get
I
it. Like,
told you
when the
why I do
49ers
it.
play, I put everything else to the side. I'm like, okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
watch this.
He
Yes.
does that 16
You don't have
times.
to.
yes,
Yeah.
and I respect that. I respect when you
year.
do that. But when I say I'm watching the game because I want to watch the game, you
This
have
is
no
so
respect.
often.
But you do
It's like every other day.
Yeah.
There's
every other
games
day.
every day, bro.
But
Every
Your
day.
team doesn't play every day.
I don't care. I already told you.
That's where the problem is
But why is that so insane, though?
because you just can't watch all those games and be that enthused. Doesn't make
Alex,
any sense.
the main problem is how you prioritize. How, even when it's the team that you're not a fan of, you're just like, oh, this is above everything else. I don't care.
But you know what? When I watch sports, I feel happy. I feel very, very happy when I do it. I enjoy it. When sports aren't on, I'm like, I don't want to watch
Don't.
like the news or anything like that.
Want to exist?
I don't want to watch the news.
Who said you had to watch
I just
that?
feel like I don't know, man. When I feel like I don't want to play any games, and there's no sports on. It's like, oh man, what do I do? I guess I am kind of sick in the head,
live.
but I'm allowed to be sick in the head,
Oh.
right?
I don't know.
Kind of. Right? I'm not putting anybody at harm's way.
If I call a hospital, they might come.
I'm not putting anybody at harm's way. I'm just doing what I like.
Due to the climate of which we live in now, I have to ask you, because this is a real possibility. And since you're wearing the jacket, I must ask you. Do you think Resident Evil is going to get delayed?
I hope not, dude. I hope not.
Because I haven't heard zip. I haven't heard shit from them, good or bad.
You know what? You're right. I haven't heard anything since they dropped that last trailer, and it's starting to worry me. Because I'm like, are they gonna cyberpunk me and delay it? Yeah, God knows how long, and then it's gonna
Or
come out.
reverse cyberpunk you and release it and it's broken.
This I don't think it'll get delayed, but that might just be me being wishful. But
I mean, how would you even know? Have they actually said like when it's supposed to come out?
Yeah.
They
February.
did like an actual date
February something, right?
this year.
Uh-huh.
shit?
I
Maybe-
thought.
oh, if it's February this year,
I'm asking
no
Mike.
way.
I thought they said February of this year. I'm asking. I'm assuming Michael would have known this.
Let me research. I'm pretty sure they said like early. Let's see.
Early 2021. Because if that's
Yeah.
the case, no way it's coming out.
Hmm. Yeah. It just says 2021.
Oh, okay.
Damn it to hell! It's gonna get delayed.
Yeah.
Oh, you cope.
Yeah.
Like
do
it's
another
probably
run through
already
of
gotten a
Resident
few
Evil 5?
silent delays.
Yeah. Right before we recorded the podcast, I was wearing a jacket, and Andrew said it looks very Leon, who is a character from Resident Evil. And then I had to switch jackets because I actually do have one that Leon wears in the game, and I've been bullied for it, mainly by Alex. Even though right now he's wearing another
Alex,
game
show the people what you're also wearing.
memorabilia. Yes.
Now
It is
explain
a-
what it is.
It's
Go ahead.
It's very blurry.
a Witcher medallion from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and if you look closely, I hope it shows up on the camera. Lights up.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
School of the Wolf.
There must be
Medallion's
rah-rah.
humming, probably.
nearby. Yeah. So we both have some nerd merchandise, I guess you would say. I think Andrew and Zach do too. It's just not on camera right now.
Yeah, it's somewhere over here.
Alex, what's the most you would spend on some kind of thing from our video game life or a fantasy like Lord of the Rings, whatever?
I would buy a fully functioning
Oh.
Master Chief suit of Mjolnir armor.
I don't think you can afford that.
He said if you could buy anything.
No, he said,
within
what are
reason.
you
Like
willing
within
to pay
reason,
for?
Yeah.
fully functioning.
Like
that's
with a
like,
realistic budget that you would have in your life.
Let's see. I think I would buy a.
like you could buy like a Halo assault rifle, but it's like a replica. It's not a fully functioning gun. Yeah.
I would buy a fully functioning Lord of the Rings
Sword.
Underreal Flame of the West.
What?
Fully functioning.
what the hell did you
so
just
it's
say?
Zach, decode
It's
it.
it's the
It's an-
Aragorn sword.
Aragorn's King Sword.
When he becomes the
Yeah.
So it
Oh.
becomes
Return of
transparent.
the King. Fully functioning.
What does that mean?
An
Like you
actual
summon
blade.
the whole
Like it's a-
army of the
yeah.
undead, like that fully functioning.
Yes. With the ability
It's
to,
a sword.
to
It's
summon
already
the.
fully functioning.
I would want that.
I mean, unless it's plastic or wood. I mean, then I guess it wouldn't be. But
Yeah, it'd be some cheap ass wooden one, which I would not
that's
like.
just that was just a really odd phrasing, Alex. But
Well, I mean, I
that's a good
said
idea, though.
before the rules were indicted, I thought mine was pretty damn good.
I mean,
You said fully
functioning
functioning
Master
Mjolnir
Chief.
armor. That's like military
Yeah.
grade
that's
experimental.
not
fucking
possible.
gear.
It could be. It could
Not
be.
now. Okay, I mean, within our lifetime, probably not possible.
Yeah.
I think that was
Maybe
just
maybe it would be
assumed.
like the cosplayers where they're
Yeah.
dressed up like Iron Man. Like it's there, the helmet goes up
The
and
line-
down, but they're like stuck. They
Yeah.
go like that.
They can't fly. It doesn't stop bullets. And
I will say, Alex, I don't know if you remember, I got my dad Aragorn's sword, but it's his Strider's sword, the one he has before he gets that
becomes
one.
king.
And it's pretty badass, I gotta say. Even though it's not nearly as heavy as it would be if it were real, like steel or whatever the fuck it's made out
Oh,
of.
so
I don't
it's
know.
not like sharp or anything.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
pretty damn thick. He does. I also got him Sting. That motherfucker is sharp, like razor sharp, and it's scary. And it's just there, on like a mantle, and I'm like, if
But
that
if
thing,
that falls,
if there's a kid and like, oh look at that, let me touch it, finger gone. That's how sharp it is. It's scary. Andrew, what would you get?
I would like. I have two. One is more like, I don't know. One seems more farther reach, but I have my second one is more feasible, I believe. One would be like a full, not. I can't even say the
Fully
words.
functioning energy
I would want
sword.
an actual like Master Chief helmet that actually fits on my head, but my head's kind of big, so I don't know if that's actually possible or that'd be super expensive to make for my head. And or my second one would just be like a life-size energy sword.
I love your
That's it.
options because Alex sent us that clip back when they were putting up ads for Halo Infinite, and there's the guy in the alleyway, and he just
Yeah.
becomes his armor just comes over
In the
him. He just
commercial,
becomes
yeah.
Master Chief. Like, this
that
is
was a Taco
Andrew.
Bell commercial, right?
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
so great.
He's like, this is Andrew. He's just
That-
becoming Master
and
Chief.
there you go. That
Yep.
was that's his dream.
What about you, Zach?
Now this one, I mean, I guess so far this would probably be the most ambitious one, but either buying a hobbit hole or building one.
Oh my god!
Like Shire themes. So like, I mean, like here you could just buy a plot of land and then just, get a dirt hill and then just dig it out and have it like that kind of style home. And I think that'd be super cool. Or, actually go buy one of the real ones in New Zealand. But like that would basically be like I'd save up my whole life, and then when I'm like 60 or 70 or maybe even 80, I could finally afford to do it. But yeah, that's a very long-term goal for me.
Your family builds a lot of things, so I'm just waiting to hear.
That will happen,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, where's Zach? You're like, oh, we're building a hobbit hole in
Yep.
our backyard.
It's gonna be the house.
What?
You guys have no idea. I already have so much experience for this kind of thing, building it myself. Oh, I can do it.
All you use is dirt.
Yeah, a lot of dirt.
Just build a tunnel system to G's house. But don't tell him. Don't tell him that it's there. Just pop up one day in his backyard.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that now.
I wonder what G would get. Probably
Oh, what's yours, Michael? You didn't say, did you?
Oh, I was just going with I already have this. I guess.
But if you want another thing though.
A fully functioning Chris Redfield to hang out with.
Oh Lord!
With Kung Fu grip?
Comes with his own boulders.
Comes with his own boulder to punch. That'd be hard. I don't know. What are my games, guys? I guess
You play them.
Resident Evil.
Alex, we don't need that snark right now.
Yeah, calm down a little bit, everybody.
I don't know. You want a Minecraft pickaxe?
No.
I always thought Resident Evil was like one of your top franchises, if probably not your top.
But I'm
Splinter
thinking,
Cell
but there's
something,
like,
maybe?
There's like nothing. There's
That'd be
like
too depressing.
There's like guns
That's
and
true.
zombies. That's like about it.
Want to get Chris Redfield's vest?
What about the night vision goggles from Splinter Cell?
Like something from Sam Fisher.
That would be tight. Maybe his
The rights to Sam Fisher, since they're not doing anything.
so I can make the game because they don't apparently want to. I'll do it myself. Jeez. Yeah, maybe his whole suit, and then see, Zach, you have your tunnel system at G's house, and then I'll go over there in the night, and he can't see me, and we'll just surprise him.
You'll
He'll
just
love
be
it.
hanging there upside down with your goggles on. I'll just pop out of the grass.
Okay, I thought you were going dark there for a second.
We want that axe from God of War.
Oh, the axe or whatever.
Mm-hmm. We want that little the little head guy that you have, or that Kratos has.
I don't know his name.
The
talking guy? Talking head?
the talking
Yeah.
head. Fuck, that'd be scary.
Yeah, I think that'd be a little more creepy than cool. I mean, just imagine somebody coming over, they don't know about it, and then all of a sudden this severed head, just sitting there, just starts talking.
That'd be fun.
My dad has a lot of stuff like that around our house. He's got a lot of weird shit.
Icky.
It's like little wooden statues and figurines, and a lot of them are heads, but they're like little. They look like little shrunken dwarf heads and like, I don't know, dragon figures. It looks like one of those shops you go to at the mall. They just got a bunch of swords and like weird fantasy stuff hanging
Topic?
around.
Oh,
No, not Hot Topic.
No.
No.
They would never branch into this genre.
But every time I would go to those stores as a kid, I would see all the swords on the wall, and I was like, I want all of these.
So is
Not so much.
Hot Topic can't come back after COVID. Their little stores are too small.
Yeah, they can't fucking fit anyone in there. They get like one customer at a time.
Yeah, 1 or 2 people limit.
Can't touch shit.
What about a batarang? That'd be cool.
Oh shit, that would be cool.
Or the grappling
Well,
hook.
Michael's more of a Superman person, right?
He wants the tights.
I appreciate Batman too, though. But I don't know what I would get from Superman. Like,
The suit? The cape?
I guess,
The
but
boots?
but it doesn't help with anything. It's just the suit. I go up to a crime, and I can't stop it. I
How
just
much
look like
does
I can.
Alex's sword help with anything?
What
These
about
are just
a-
fun things to have.
What about just some like kryptonite, just to have?
A block.
I mean, you're fine from it. You're human. You won't die.
If it was real kryptonite,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd probably keep a little bit on me every now and then just to test, and see if anyone's fucking Kryptonian,
Mhm.
and out them, or maybe kill them. I guess if that's gonna just get them
Why
right
are
in
you
the
a
heart.
villain?
Who says they're good? Maybe they're bad. Maybe they're the aliens
That's
here
true.
to
You
kill
want
us
like
all.
a Deathstroke helmet, mask? I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
It's
the helmet.
changed in different variations.
I mean, I have his sword already. It's in the
Uh-oh.
corner. No, that's not his actual sword. It's the katana, but it's just sitting there by my window.
Mhm.
A typical home defense weapon.
Katana.
For yeah.
And you keep it by the window, which is not by the
I-
door, by the window.
I would put it under my pillow, but that doesn't seem safe.
But like,
it's
why
reaching
not by
under
the
there.
door?
Uh,
you think
well,
somebody's
if they're-
gonna invade through the window
Under his
like
bed.
ninjas?
It's close to me, so I can get it. So I don't have to
okay.
go to the door. If I have to go to the door and they're already in, then we're both gonna like meet at the same
Okay.
time. And I can't.
They'll
jump
That
kick in the
makes
door
sense.
and it'll get
cut 'em
Michael.
off in a-
Oh!
Yep.
Hold on, let me grab the sword.
I'm not actually sure how many like weapons I have in here. I know at least 2, maybe 3.
Besides his third leg.
There's a couple knives in the drawer. That's about it. Maybe I can get the Ethernet cable and like.
You probably could.
Is it like piano wire?
Don't you have like throwing knives?
Don't you have a guitar?
Yeah, there's a guitar in there. There's.
What?
A guitar.
Guitar.
If you said guitar, I want to keep it up with guitar.
Okay.
I
literally did not know what he was saying.
My stepdad got me and my brother both blow dart.
I remember this. Yeah. I don't know what they're called. The actual...
I want to say blow dart, but the actual things are called blow darts. Fuck your guitar thing. It's messing up my language right now. The whole tube. We have the whole thing so we can shoot them. The only time we tried it was when there was a spider in the corner of the ceiling.
And you tried to shoot the spider?
Yeah. So my dad came home and there was like 20 of the friggin' things like in the corner of the wall. And he's like, what the hell happened here? We're like, oh, we're trying to kill a spider. We were missing a lot though. So we finally got it with one. But it took a lot of tries. That thing's inaccurate as hell. I would never try it like on a person breaking in because I would miss.
Why? They're so much bigger than a spider.
Yeah, but I also don't feel like it's very lethal. Like if I were to hit him like in the shoulder, then it's like.
But I mean, just imagine how freaky that would be. Like you're not a gun, but a blow dart.
Yeah.
Getting hit by an actual.
You can't even see it coming. So how would you dodge it? Maybe I'll coat it with like some kind of toxin or something.
Or you could just say like it's poison. Like if you run now, you can go to the hospital. But
Andrew, you're a crafty man. How would you deflect a blow dart that's coming at you?
Blow back.
What you have now? Leather. Probably won't go through your leather.
Yeah, true. I was hoping to get some kind of like big magnifying
really
glass.
Outlandish
kind of answer.
You would get you would buy your own blow darts. Figure out which side of the magnet it is, and then just coat whatever you're wearing with the opposite end or the same end so it reflects.
Oh my god! So it would come and then just go whoop, and then go down or around me, dude. That is amazing. I've never thought of that.
You know, what'd be cool is I want to learn how to throw a boomerang.
Do you learn how
I was
to
thinking
do that,
about
or
that.
do you just do it?
I remember we got a boomerang a long time ago, but it was kind of cheap and it wasn't very it didn't work out that well. And then I looked up boomerangs, like how do you what's a good boomerang? And they're like pretty big, and like you just kind of just chuck it, and then hopefully it would come back.
It's got to be a very specific angle, like
for it
you
to
can't
actually
go straight.
come back.
Obviously, you got to go up, like that way, and then so it goes up, and then it comes back around.
Because I remember the first time I saw a boomerang, it was so not even close to what an actual boomerang
like foam
does. No, it was a Smash Bros. Way back within the Nintendo 64. Link had a boomerang, and I'm like, oh, dude, I want that because you throw it, it hits him, and it comes back. I'm like, I want that.
I thought
shit.
you were gonna bring up the episode of Ed and Eddie where they have one but it's like magic or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. That was, but the Smash Bros was before that, I think. And I was like, I want a boomerang so badly, and I feel like I don't know if they're expensive or anything, but the place that I live, I cannot throw a boomerang at all. I would have to go to the country or the hills
Which
or
is
something.
Very close to where you live, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I would just have to walk there and do it, but I could not do it here at all. I think I remember trying to do it with the cheap ass one, and I think I lost it. I don't know where it went, but I just lost it. And I was like, man. And I just thought about it right now. I want to try that again. That'd be pretty cool.
You're making me think of possibly the worst villain I've ever seen in DC and on Arrow, which is Captain Boomerang. He pisses me off,
but why?
To no end.
Why?
First of all, just the premise of him, and then second, they chose Jai Courtney to play him, which that was the nail in the coffin.
Which disrespect to poor Jai.
Damn it. God,
Mr. Courtney.
It's okay, Michael. It's okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Don't get it.
You'll be fine.
I feel like you in the first half of this episode. That took a lot out of me right now just talking about it.
Oh, really? I don't like him at all.
There's not enough yelling for you to be like Alex.
Yeah.
It's all internalized. I know how to. Andrew,
on the inside.
when we're talking about the blow darts and shit, it made me think of Arrow yet again. I'm starting to think it's on my mind a lot lately. I guess I don't know.
Well, you've been playing Injustice too. Whatever it's called.
Yeah, we should talk about that after this. Do you remember there were so many scenes where there was some other archer or someone just throwing something, and obviously that's going very fast, and Oliver is just like grabs something from like his wrist or his pocket and just throws it at the thing that's being thrown and then deflects it like midair. I'm like, why do they expect us to buy this shit? Like, there's no fucking way.
Or I remember seeing that, but I remember seeing my example more of Oliver. Someone throws something at Oliver, or someone shoots an arrow at him, and he just throws something and deflects it, or the other way around. Someone's shooting someone else, and Oliver just shoots another arrow to deflect it. It's like, oh, stop!
Yeah. They shoot an arrow at him, and he has enough time to pull one out, put it in the bow, release it, and then deflect that arrow before it gets to him. It's like, Jesus Christ. And it would get worse and worse as the show went on.
Well, I think that's what they wanted to do, like, or not wanted, but like they thought that they could get away with, because I would assume like that those crazy stunts and bullshit would happen like in the later seasons, right? Definitely not in the beginning, right? Because that would be too just stupid looking.
The beginning was very, very dark, very. He's like very. What would you call it?
It felt very real, especially since at the very, very beginning he's just taking down like normal street thugs or corrupt corporate people, so they clearly can't do anything against him. So he doesn't really have to do that much crazy stuff. So it seems very real.
Security guards and stuff.
So did
super basic.
When they introduced like the comic book villains, did it get worse then? Like, did it get like not as?
I think it gets
gritty?
worse when they kept adding different enemy archer people. That I think later on, like yes, having like one at the very beginning was fine. It's the very beginning of the show, but I think after the fourth one, it's like, this is getting old.
Like another person with a bow and arrow, just because the show's called Arrow.
And then they always do that thing where, or at least like the police people on the show, or like, oh no, it's another bad guy with a bow and arrow. This means the Green Arrow.
It's gone evil.
But what was it? Before me and Michael dipped on that, there was, I can't remember specifically, but I remember we both watched the episode at the same time, and I remember they did some crazy stunt that we literally had to text each other like, what the hell just happened?
Oh yeah,
I think it's where he has this like parachute arrow, or
he jumps out the building, does a parachute arrow in the air, then I think he falls onto like a car or some shit. I don't know. It was a whole sequence, and we're both like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Wait. How does the parachute arrow work?
I don't know.
No, how does he do it in the fucking show?
I don't remember. But it was just this crazy sequence where it's like, okay, they clearly wrote all this like specifically for this moment, and they put a lot of money into doing the stunt, and it was just, it didn't make any sense.
It was like he's a lot like Hawkeye from Marvel, you know, where he's got like the different arrow tips for different things, but he's a little more ridiculous, like especially in the comics. Like he's got the boxing glove arrow. He's got the usuals like the electric arrow, explosive arrow, stun arrow. But there was another part in the show where it was like a window was open and he shot some arrow that when it reached the window, it opened up some kind of canvas right when it got to the window and then covered it up and then prevented the explosion from coming through. And it was like, what is he doing? Where is he fucking getting this? Because he's not even that smart. Like in the beginning, he was smart, and then they made him kind of dumb. So it's like he's not making these himself. He doesn't like Bruce Wayne, who has a company like of R&D people who make all this stuff. So I don't know where he was getting them after a certain point. They kind of stopped addressing it, like where he gets his money, where he's living, because he loses his whole company. So there was a lot of plot holes in that show. Looking back, I don't know why I liked it so much.
Well, you got sucked in. You liked the fact that they were doing a show about Arrow, and like they went on for so long, and like you were hoping, I think, that it would get back to formula, like kind of go back to what it was before, but like it never did. So like when that finally happened, you're like, I can't watch this anymore. It's
well, it got to where I was hoping it would get to when the show first started. I was like, man, I wonder if they'll ever have Superman and Batman. But because of all the legal bullshit, they just kept saying Man of Steel, or Supergirl would be like, my cousin. And it's like, We know who it is.
Yeah,
Just
because
say
when
the
we were
fucking
watching,
name.
this was back then where it was never said, but you can feel it. Like if you watch the shows and you watch the movies that they put out, you can tell like the studio that puts these things out doesn't give a shit about the shows. They care about the movies, and then the shows just get scraps. Like whoever, like the characters we're not going to use, you get them, and that's it. And then later on, as the shows kept going and they kept adding more shows, and I mean, I'm assuming the shows are successful. Then like, okay, now you can get this person and that person, this person. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
when they first started doing the crossovers, there was like time travel going in and stuff like that, and there was like a character who was doing the time travel, and he was saying that like, you are the strongest like heroes in the universe. And it was like, that's bullshit. No, they're not. It's like Green Arrow, Black Canary, like the Flash. It's like Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman don't exist in this universe. So they have to pick like the B and C tier characters. So that was kind of annoying. And then they finally got Superman and Batman, I guess. They only mention his name. They still can't show him for some reason. I think that show Gotham, while that was going, they really held on to Batman and couldn't bring him in. They would only say like, oh, Bruce Wayne this, Bruce Wayne that. So that was really infuriating. Just the whole time just kind of tickling our butts trying to say, well, they might come in, they might not. You never know. And then there was a sideshow coming out called like Green Arrow and the Canaries, and that already got canceled. It hadn't even aired yet. So I don't think CW is doing too good right now. They might chalk everything that they have. I would hope. Yep.
It's just good for like, just being for the solidarity of DC just being together instead of like having these different universes, and because the CW just doing random shit. And I mean, before the new Marvel shows, the ones that are going to come out soon, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of going the same way. Like, except at the beginning, they actually wanted that show to tie in with the movies, but then it
failed.
Well, they had
and it was so sad.
And they literally just went fucking crazy with it. Like, shit was insane. Like, it was clear, like, okay, if it was connected, someone in the movies would have been like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, they tried that with Daredevil too, like, right? With like the first episode, like the newspaper article about the Battle of New York, and then that was like it. After that, they're like, we're not going to do this. We want to stick in our lane, But now, like, with the new shows coming out, obviously they can't, like, do that anymore. They have to connect them in a certain way. Because now, like, Kevin Feige's like, you got to watch the shows to know what's going to happen in the movies. It's like, oh, my lord. That's a lot.
I love Marvel, but I didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I remember trailers would come up or I guess ads for the show. And it would show like, oh, like next week it's doing this and this, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on in the show. It seemed like every week like someone was a traitor, and it was like, oh, like this person's like a double agent, whatever. And then there was some guy character on there that became someone known as like the Hive or something like that. And I was asking Andrew like, what the hell is that? Is he not a normal person? He's like, no, he's the Hive. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
That's like, oh god, I don't want to say.
You don't have to explain.
No, I don't want to say. It'll embarrass me. But the show, like before Winter Soldier, my bad. Before Winter Soldier, like whatever Marvel movie came out, they would piggyback like right after it. So like, what was it? There's something, either the Dark World or something. Thor, the second Thor movie. Like one of their episodes, like one of the plot points was, oh, we're investigating this area, and there's some remnant from the movie. Like there's shit related to the movie that's still occurring, and they're doing that shit. They would do that kind of stuff. And then they used Winter Soldier to that fucking 180 the whole show, because they're all Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And there's
but S.H.I.E.L.D. is now criminal.
Yeah.
And that's when S.H.I.E.L.D. got like canned, right? So there was no more S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
So like after that,
So
it's
they were
what's
like
the point of
rogue
the
agents
show?
now. And, yeah.
Everyone's
Weird.
on the run. It was crazy. Insane. But they were, before the Inhumans thing, like show/movie, I don't remember exactly what they were trying to do. They were bringing that up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think as prep to see, test the waters and, Like, oh, you have to watch this to get this, but then that fell flat.
Yeah. I can understand like why that would like they would test things out there like, oh, people like this, people like that, and I guess like I don't know what the exact reception of what the Inhumans was, but I don't think it was all that great. So,
No, I remember that thing. Like they had a episode of the show at actual movie theaters, and then gone.
yeah, just done.
That's so sad.
You know what I
gone.
think it is because it's again like with Agents of Shield and Green Arrow, they're all like network television, which I kind of like just kind of avoid now. No matter like what it is really, like I just like know like the quality is not going to be there. Like it's for say like a Netflix or an HBO or Disney Plus or anything like that. Like I just know like it's not going to be. They just simply can't make it look that good. They simply can't do it. So like I just like it seemed like I think the Arrow was like the first one. I was like, what? CW's making Green Arrow? I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. And I tried watching it. I'm like, it's okay, but I just like I don't like the network television-y aspect of it. I'm not a fan of it, so I just didn't watch it.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm glad you gave it a try.
Mm-hmm.
I asked several people to, and they all tried it. I don't know what it was. It didn't click with them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just me for a while until I got Andrew on board.
Oh,
Thank God.
oh yeah.
I did.
I dove right in, and then I got I drowned.
We drowned together.
Was it worth it?
There was-
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yes.
in the
Fuck yeah.
beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think about it a lot. The beginning age.
There were really good storylines in it,
Mhm.
but they got too big for their britches. The fan base took
That was the
over.
fall.
I
Well,
Yeah, it did get too big.
Yeah.
And then it was one of those things where, yeah, it needs to end,
Mhm.
but the people running it don't want it to end. Kind of like how
And the
The Walking
fans
Dead is
don't.
going.
Oh fuck yeah.
They keep doing spin-offs
yeah.
of the spin-offs, bro. It's pissing me off. Like, just let it end.
See, they're definitely seeing like, oh, look at all this fan fiction people are writing for these characters. Let's give them their own show.
Yep.
I guess I need to put an end to more of them on Instagram. I guess I'm not doing
Oh
enough.
no!
What do you mean? Are you telling me that you've stopped bullying those people?
I don't come across it anymore.
Uh-huh.
I think I
Just
stopped
go to
clicking
your-
on these fan
Go
pages.
to your load up Instagram and just scream at it. Arrow, 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 and then see if it'll come up.
Refresh and then the whole thing.
Oh god.
No, I don't want to go there anymore. I'm glad I'm out. I'm glad it doesn't show up.
Well, yeah, because you straight up could not help yourself.
Kept popping up on his feed.
You saw it
I
and
needed
like,
these
I gotta,
people to be normal. I couldn't stand by and watch.
You needed to get your voice heard. Like, shut the fuck up.
Stop.
You are an
It was a
idiot.
sickness.
I think it was more like you just see something that's so stupid. You're like, no,
But
stop,
but
please.
It had a massive following.
It was like an adult version of those dumbass YouTube videos where it's like Spider-Man and Elsa, like that kind of shit. But it was like so they would, get screenshots from scenes of Arrow, and it's
All
like
on Instagram.
it's like I don't know. They'd combine like Stephen Amell and like Taylor Swift. They'd create like fan pages where they have a dialogue with each other,
Hey,
and they're like dating.
did you ever have any like pushback by
On
somebody? Like
Instagram.
some nerd
Good
was like, "Hey,
God.
bro, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong."
Yeah, it
here."
was always the same stuff. Like, just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. Like, you shouldn't be enjoying this. This is like,
No, I have the right. You cannot enjoy any of this. Get the fuck out. Delete this
I don't think
account.
he said that.
I know, but that's probably what he thinks. Like because you see it a lot, you're exposed to it, and you're like, I can't. I must say something. Get out of here.
I think I'm pretty good at putting myself in other people's shoes, but that I was just like, stop. You're combining like a fictional character and like a pop culture singer. Like, why is this existing in your brain? What other dark shit is going on? You need to end it.
Oh,
I feel
my
like a
God.
vampire slayer.
Yeah, I think you
Putting
like
down.
people were like putting like, don't allow this person anywhere near our accounts. If you see him, if he comments, delete it because it's rude. We don't want to see it. I mean, that
I
had
was
to have
never-
happened like multiple times, right?
I mean, I was never telling them crude stuff. I would just say like, "What the hell is this?" Or like, "This is so cringe. Like, why are you making this?"
Uh-huh.
But
and they
I
would
was
be
never
crude back
like-
to Michael.
True. Yep.
yeah,
That's always so
just
funny to remember, like when he did that. I love it.
He would send it to me, and he'd taint my what is it?
I would-
Explorer feed.
I would passively make Andrew's Instagram think like, oh, Andrew likes looking at this stuff. Let's give him more in his explore section.
Lord, I've seen the same
Really?
stuff similar to
It's
that.
not even safe to look up clips or intros. Nothing.
Mhm.
It's not safe.
Because
Just
then
taint your feed.
you see it and it's like I can't unsee it.
Well, no. The algorithm will just go haywire.
True.
You
Yeah.
can't look at anything.
That's why you got to delete the history. That's what happens.
I'm curious what Alex's like Instagram Explore is like. I picture
So
like,
it used to be
Star
very
Wars.
very bad, much like you, but with Star Wars. And I would see the same type of things that you would see, but I was like, okay, well, why am I seeing all this? Like, what is happening? Is it people that I follow? So I had to purge all that out. Like, I can't do this anymore. It's just like it's so bad. I just got to delete all these people, like unfriend them or whatever. So I did it, and I'm like, oh, I don't see it anymore. Thank you, Christ. Because I agree with you, Michael. Seeing some of that fan fiction crap, like, it will eat your soul. Like, you will see it and, like I can't stand by this. I don't want to look at this anymore. But I never replied, like, this is cringe. I hate this. Or this is dumb. I never replied to that because
which is funny because it's definitely a line you would easily cross. I feel like.
Well, you underestimate me. But I never did that because I never wanted smoke. Ever wanted smoke. I don't want to hear their reaction to it. I feel like their reaction from like me saying that would like put me in a bad mood. Like I just wouldn't want that. So I'm just like, oh, ignore it, unfollow, delete history, whatever. Stop saying those words and just move on. So I did it, and then I was free. Thank God.
I get hit pretty hard with Mandalorian shit. Like back in it, like the middle of the season, if I click on one little picture, bam, so many more pop up. Why?
I remember I was just sitting in the living room, and my sister was watching Jersey Shore, and my phone must have heard the audio because as soon as I left the room, I went on YouTube. I get an ad for Jersey Shore. I was like, oh my God.
Damn, the algorithm's pretty smart.
It's smart as fuck. I was just
Good
sitting
job.
there like, I what do I do? I can't escape this shit. Now, I don't watch
to
Jersey
skip
Shore,
ads.
but like, yeah, skip
Is
ads.
that even still going?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. I was just like, oh, dude, they're
Unfortunate.
on to us, man. Like never before. I'm like, damn, dude, this is insane.
Gotta give him props. The spy shit works pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It does, yeah. Looking at your phone, looking at you.
I was trying to find one of my examples because they will Photoshop
Are you sure you want to do
characters. Together. I'm taking the bullet.
I'm
for
turning off my
this?
phone.
I was gonna send it to all of you.
No,
to
don't.
hopefully
You're gonna
plague
ruin-
your.
Send
My
him to-
phone
send him
is
to
off.
Zap. Send him to Zap.
Phone- I'm never turning this back on.
You'll see it eventually.
I'll get a new
I
phone.
can't find it. I can't find any. Damn it! Maybe they're all hiding from me now. Maybe they blocked.
They
me.
blocked
There's
you. You're done.
There's like there's a community of them, and they all know. There's a wanted
They
poster.
see your
on their
ass coming
Discord.
like, oh, he's back.
This guy.
Him, he's done. Never again. Do you see this man's abuse on my post? He straight up called me cringe and said, this was stupid. He is no longer allowed. Ban him now. I've been there
I was never yelled
from
at.
Twitch.
They would just be like, then why are you here? That's true. So then I would leave.
And then you got the pockets of fans, like the crazy fans, and then the fans that just like the shit but don't like to mess mushed up with other things. Like, why are you here, bro? This is our space.
This is our space.
This a little Instagram account.
You have your space, we have ours. I love what you said. Don't hate on things, or something like don't hate other people like, or something like that. Is that what you said? Or just because we like it? You said it, Michael. What did you say?
What?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You were explaining it earlier,
Like
like you
their
said, like something.
response to
their
you.
response to you, like when you said like this is cringe or this is stupid.
I can't remember.
I think they just yell at him, like, get out. Even though it's Instagram, so he can't get out of anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was always along the lines of let people enjoy it.
Oh yeah, let people enjoy
Uh-huh.
things if they want to, or something like that.
But it was so weird. I couldn't help it. I couldn't let it go.
You let the urge take over you.
No, it was
Like,
bad.
I gotta
It
go.
scared. Some of them scared me.
I know, but you still don't.
It's like driving down the road and you see some kid trying to pick up like some road
Firecrackers
kill
or
and, like,
something.
take it home. Like, no, kid, stop. That's not good. You better
Yeah.
cut it out right now.
But it seems like
Alex, this is why we watch you so much, because we're trying to help you, to prevent you from getting to that level of just strange.
But I've never even gotten there though. I'm
You've
not
gotten
that strange.
with many things.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So we're here to help, Alex.
Yeah, I understand.
It's all,
I
it's
understand.
all from love.
But I haven't stooped there. I haven't gotten that bad at all.
Thanks
so
to
thank
us.
God. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you, friends.
Yeah,
Thank you.
pat myself on the back there.
All right. Well, I think we should end it there, everybody.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm
Yep.
gonna go watch some football.
right.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching on YouTube. On the podcast feed, you can find us at Apple Podcasts and Spotify, YouTube at Out of the Ordinary Friends. We'll see you guys next week.